Hello everyone, this is Nikos. Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be talking all about VAT. I'm going to be talking about it in the form of an Amazon seller, and what does that mean in regards and what steps you should be taking for yourselves. Now, I know for a fact that because I'm very lucky that I get to speak to so many people all the time that do Amazon, is there's a lot of people that are scared when they get to that VAT threshold. Now, first of all, what is the VAT threshold? The VAT threshold is going to be changing in April to 90,000, and reality means is you're going to be paying 20% of your revenue to HMRC. I do it each quarter, but I'm going to be talking about that a bit more. Let's have a look at the steps first of all. Okay, I've made a few notes there in the background here for yourselves, and let's go through it one by one, because otherwise, you know me, I'm just going to go off on a massive tangent. So let's go and look at the steps and what I've got. First thing is, when it comes to that, we're talking about revenue. We're not talking about profit. We are talking about revenue. If you're close to 90k profit and you've not told your accountant is not giving you a heads up, well, you've done something majorly wrong. If you are thinking you're getting close to that VAT threshold, the next month you might pass it. You need to let your accountant know, or your accountant needs to let yourself know, and then you will do your VAT registration with HMRC. So very, very important to keep an eye on your revenue, okay? It's revenue, not profit, revenue. If you're thinking, well, next month I'm going to be VAT registered, what I would like you to do is change your scanning software. So I'm using BuyBot Pro. I'm going to change it from not VAT registered to standard accounting on BuyBot Pro, because I'm expecting to be paying 20% VAT on the revenue on each and every single sale. So that's going to have a bit of an effect on our profit too. I've done a calculation below there and may as well just talk about it now. So what I've done an example here. So the example that I've got is Lego set 21319 is Lego friend set. Buy price 54 quid, sell price for 126.02. Now the difference is if you were non-VAT registered, your profit would be £43.89. But if you are VAT registered, you are £36.58 profit. The difference between a profit of VAT and non-VAT is 7.31, which is 16.6%. So not quite 20%, but something that you need to keep an eye for yourselves. There's a lot of deals that are no longer going to be profitable for yourselves. So hence as to what I'm saying is the reality is if you next month are going to be VAT registered, you should really already start sourcing as someone who's going to be VAT registered, because you don't want to have stock that is no longer going to be profitable once you are VAT registered. So another line that I've got here is hopefully you've been keeping track of all your accounting already, because the reality is you are a limited company that's keeping is doing quite a healthy revenue to the point that you get VAT registered and you're keeping all your accounting in order. Why is that? It's because you can claim back 3 years of unsold stock in 6 months services that you've used. Now, what you need to understand is the first VAT submission that you do, chances are is going to be a refund for yourselves, because you have got unsold stock that you claiming back the VAT on it, and you've got services that you've been using and you're claiming that VAT back too. So really, really important that you keep a record of your change of when you're doing that VAT registration, what was the value of your stock, because at that time you're able to claim back that VAT. Really, really important again. As mentioned numerous times, I've been using Awesome for my accounting, and they flawlessly were able to transfer me over to be VAT registered. And now I do the VAT registration with them, VAT submission even, each quarter. And if you're interested in getting an e-commerce specialist accountant, I have got the link below in the description for yourselves, where you can get 100 quid off the first month with them. As I said, I've been using it for the last 3 years, so it's been a very, very important part of my business. You can choose how often to pay VAT. I do it quarterly. It just works out for me. It works better for my revenue. I'm now able to calculate my revenue in such a way that I'm not going to get, let's say, diminish all the money that I've got in the bank. I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, something to keep an eye for yourselves. You're going to be VAT registered, so that means if you're using an accountant, chances are they're going to charge you just a bit more, because they've got an extra admin task now, which is the VAT submission, especially if you do it each quarter too. So something to keep in mind for yourselves. I'm saying a lot of positives and a lot of negatives here, so keep an eye for these. Now that a positive we've got being VAT registered. You seem a lot more professional for wholesalers. Chances are a wholesaler is going to request a VAT registration number for yourself in order to get a contact with him. if you're thinking if somebody's VAT registered, they are doing quite a healthy revenue. So yeah, a massive difference. Already you're jumping to a smaller pond where people are before people are not VAT registered, but you are VAT registered. So if you were applying for a wholesaler, chances are they're going to be giving you the account to you because you are VAT registered. So that means you doing an X amount of sales per year. You can import using postponed VAT. So something, another addition really here for us as a positive. That means, so for example, that I'm doing private label and I'm using a forwarder. Stuff comes over to the UK. I don't pay the import fee. I don't pay the VAT on import. What happens is that VAT gets put in the next VAT submission date and they automatically cancel out. In the past, what I had to do is I had to pay the VAT and then claim it. But now I use the postponed VAT. I'm able to do that effectively, making sure that I'm using revenue more wisely. Something else to keep an eye out for yourself, if you were like me and had an EORI number before being VAT registered, you need to contact HMRC and ask them to connect your EORI number to your VAT number, because that's the only way you can do postponed VAT. So just a little note for yourselves there. It's not the end of the world. So if you're thinking we are November and I've got a VAT payment that is due and it's 7,000, it's not the end of the world, because they have got pay plans and you can choose. Obviously there will be a bit of an interest on it, but you'd rather take the 3% interest on a repayment over 6 months rather than lose 7,000 during the Q4 period. Just think how much you can use your money. I only do the payment plan during Q4. Other than that, I just pay it off each time as it goes. Now, another positive when it comes to VAT is if you're using equipment like myself, say, obviously, I like my gadgets, X, Y, Z, you can claim back VAT, of course. So if you're using computers, if you're buying a computer for the company, it's tax deductible, plus also you can claim back VAT. So automatically, equipment that you're using for your company becomes 20% more cheaper. Anything that you do for the company becomes 20% more cheaper, really, for yourself. So I think that's quite a big add-on when it comes to being VAT registered. 20% off an iMac is quite a lot. I'm going to look through my notes here. Don't think I've missed anything out. No. Another thing is you can sadly deregister very, very easy for VAT. It's super easy. You just go online and do it. The problem is that if you want to register again, it becomes a massive issue. Only reason I know why it's so easy to get registered is because HMRC accidentally did it on my account. In fact, they wanted to process a different completely VAT number and they just mistyped my number, and I was deregistered for a period of a couple of weeks while I try to get that result fixed. If you're an Amazon seller, what's going to happen once you get your VAT number? You're going to be able to provide it on Amazon, and once that VAT number is linked to your business, Amazon will pick it up from the computer and say you're VAT registered, and there'll be different calculations for yourselves, sadly. But again, it's a very, very smooth process. Nothing crazy. You don't need to notify Amazon. You just go to your settings and add your VAT number. It's nothing as crazy moving from, let's say, for example, a self-employed to a limited company on Amazon. Super straightforward for yourselves. If I've missed anything, or if you've got any questions in regards to that changeover from limited company to VAT registered limited company, give us a shout. I'll try and respond to your comments below. But yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. This has been my experience of being a VAT registered company for 2 years now on Amazon. Things that I wish I knew better. And it's not bad. And honestly, it's not bad. If you're thinking I'm just going to keep myself below that 90,000 threshold, it was 85 at the time I was doing it. If you keep it below 90,000, you're automatically putting a ceiling for yourselves. You running a business, you do not want to have a ceiling. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Yes, of course, it is annoying how you've got 16.6% less profit for flips, but you have not got a ceiling. You've got to think you are growing a business here. You're growing a business that's going to create freedom for yourselves. Being VAT registered is not the end of the world. Yeah, you've got a lot of benefits that if you're clever enough, you're able to utilize. Yeah, of course, the massive negative is the fact that you're sourcing now it becomes a lot harder. But what will happen is you'll find that you're more efficient with it. And well done. Yeah, if you got to that revenue where you're thinking, I'm going to be VAT registered, well done. You've got the next barrier now, which is nothing. You can have as much revenue as you want for yourself. So well done for doing Amazon. Well done for hitting that VAT threshold. And yeah, it's not the end of the world. I'll be honest with you, it is not the end of the world. It's annoying, a lot more admin, but almost becoming an even more serious business. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you could like, subscribe, that'd be amazing. Really aiming to get 80,000 in April. So yeah, we're nearly there. Thanks so much.